the point I'm trying to make is that increase is not a Nigerian thing. There are increases that happens across the world. Every country, both local and international, there are increases, and companies have increased or increased. I like the way Nima started. I am a business owner. Me too, as a private person, they will increase because that's the reality. If you're going to function, if you're going to provide network for YK, I have to increase services. Same thing we had when the power guy came, the Minister of Power said, I don't have money to build this infrastructure. We need to create new bands so that we can get some money from Nigerians because we need money. There's no liquid cash. So whether we like it or not, tariff increase across the world is normal. Now, if it's happening in Nigeria, we have a way, we're constantly pushing back because, as Dr. has said, we don't trust government. Private sector, they've deregulated. Still, we don't trust them. So no matter any kind of increase, we push back, which is understandable. You will push back. But the point I'm trying to make is that, yes, I agree with you. The services are poor. And I'd like to go back to what Nima said. Even if you're going to increase tariff, please make sure as you're increasing it, you're protecting Nigerians and ensure services. But we should not criticize or push back on increase. Increase will happen and should happen. We should expect it.
We should expect it, but it should not be an unfair one.
That we are not expecting it. We are saying that with all these increases, the Naira, they have devalued the Naira. We are the ones feeling the pinch. The business owners gone. You think we are not feeling it?
Are their clients not feeling the pinch?
Because excuse me.
Is clients not feeling the pinch? They've increased the services.
Let me just say something.
No, before you finish. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, 64, you understand.
It's very important what I have to say.
Drink water, you will remember.
Hey, NEPA, for instance. I want to talk about NEPA. They want to increase it. They have increased it. The service is even worse.
What's the percentage of service improvement?
And then the money is more.
YK, no.
See, that's what happens in capitalist systems.
I will not accept that.
I actually,
every capitalist,
you know,
I will not accept that.
Every capitalist is profits focused.
This thing YK said, I will disagree.
Please don't disagree because I'm a business. I know my bill every month and I know my generator. I know the generator that what we are buying for, what we are using for diesel. I know what we are using for NEPA and to repair the generator as well. I know. So we are business owners. We are suffering it.
So it cannot be at any expense that you're increasing services. Some businesses, like Tokwe mentioned, are reliant on the data, on the quality of your data. Yesterday, I got a call from those State to Zare, and that call was terrible. But the person thought that it was a network that was bad. Me, in my house, I was looking at my phone like it was one bar. I was thinking to take that call. In the city, in Lagos. In the city.
Let me use Morayo for you.
Why should the network in 20...
Let me use Morayo
since 99 that Obasanjo give us...
That's what Morayo
said, okay, that is
this city.
Let more people here.
Please, let me just say... No.
I don't know which Morayo you're talking about. Me?
This Morayo...
No, I don't talk like that.
When I
wanted to say something.
There's a particular brand I use in my house, and the truth is, since 2020, they've not changed the rate for data service being rendered. And I know that we're paying the same thing. And even about a year ago, I was asking myself, like, how are these people surviving, charging the same amount of money for this? They are unlimited. But let me now tell you what happened. What happened is before, our internet would last that unlimited that we're paying for by till month end. You can still watch streaming services. Now, from middle of the month, you cannot watch any streaming service because they will downgrade what you will get. So you can still go on YouTube, but the YouTube will be blurry. So they found a way to make it work. And I can understand the ingenuity and creativity to sustain their businesses. Why we are discussing this is every one of us, our lives are tied to this. These gadgets we use, they have become our life tools. One brand was saying data is life. So this is not even a case of whether we like it or not. This is a case of we desperately need the services to work. And we need NCC to stay on these brands. And we need NCC to help us to ensure that they deliver on what they say they will deliver. Both the internet service providers as well as the phone call companies. Then we the Nigerians need to now start holding people accountable. It is not just about going on Twitter, because Twitter and all of those things. Nima, we need lawyers to do class action. There are people that advertise in America. Lawyers will advertise. You know, they cannot advertise in Nigeria and tell you, you had an accident, I will fight for you. We need to start having lawyers. I know, we need to start having lawyers that are positioned, that they will tell you we are civil class action lawyers, so that we will be able to go and meet them and gather our case. Because until people start paying for the issues and the challenges they give us as service provider, that I will pay money. I've been receiving messages from one of my one of the companies I subscribe to that my data has finished. Every time, data has finished. And now I have three running concurrently. Because they told me data has finished and I wasn't seeing internet, so I bought again, only to realize I have 3. Just now, I just saw data finished, and I checked. I have a 2 months, I have a 1 month, and I have a 1 week. Because I was wondering, why don't I have internet? From the same company. We are suffering, it's trauma. It's trauma.
I'm sure we're using
why will I be paying?
Let me check your network.
3 different, same thing, Auntie Annie, we are in the same.
Only
3. Because they told me it has finished, so I thought it has finished through, and I still had data plan. You now said it has finished.
Then
you now want to recharge. You now want to recharge. They'll tell you press number 1, press number 2, press number 3. When you press 3, they say, do you want extra? You press number. They keep giving questions. Can we simplify life for customers? NCC, you have a lot of work to do. So you have answered the industry. Now come and answer the customers.
So NCC have not answered the industry. NCC, I think they are not a neutral party. Hold on. I'm coming there.
They are regulators.
No, they are not a neutral party. As regulators, they should be very neutral, and they've not been. Because, you know, they
somebody that brought 100% tariff down to 50%. They're not being.
You see, this network matter, we have been talking it forever. Just as the CBN too, they are looking at us with the bank issue. You will do a transaction in the bank. The banks know that they did not, post that transaction. They will let you be going up and down accusing people. You send money, you will accuse the person of not doing it, and they know the transaction is a pending, suspended transaction in the bank. It will take you months, and it's supposed to be 48 hours before they find the bank. You will wait. You will tire. Twitter now is not used for anything. It's to be tagging banks and tagging network. That's what Nigerians do there. They'll go to their and tag them. I even made the mistake of tagging this green network. They replied me and sent me a non-replyable email that maybe you should send this and this and this. And I was like, who I want to send and give? The Orange Bank too. They said, it sent me a link and said I should post the details of a transaction. When I tried, they say you cannot email this email. I said, if you not be say something, they worry on her.
You know,
and so then at this point, the regulators should be neutral.
Moving from place to place.
Yes, they should be on the side of the consumers more. Now you have increased, you have done business people. But how many consumer issues have you solved?
And that's why we have.
Why should network be rolling, buffering for?
Okay, so
why should it?
going back to this NCC matter, because I was trying to come back to the focus of our conversation. And NCC has said that the adjustment of this tariff will enable telcos to invest in these issues you all collectively raised.
I hope it's not like NEPA.
Will enable their telcos to invest in infrastructure and innovation, ultimately benefiting consumers through improved services and connectivity, including better network quality, enhanced customer service, and greater coverage. So that's what we hope this 50% increase would help us to do. The reason why I said, because we were on this table when all of you attested to the fact that electricity was better in your areas.
Yeah, at a point in time.
Yes, because when Mike said, as I said, when said the future is bleak, it's not bleak. Me, I don't see a bleak future. Because I believe truly that it's going to be better. So when you say there was a season where we had electricity and it was better, in fact, in some neighborhoods, there was electricity. So yes, they're having issues here, but we shouldn't just assume because we are going to this season of darkness, or we're having this issue of the poor network, that suddenly we're now saying our future is, no, the future is not.
They are pushing me to release our secret because it's people in the bandit that are beating. Because in the office, when I sit on the bandit and they take light and the heat's rushing, I'm like, thank God this is not what I'm experiencing at home. I'm thinking if I have money, I'll go and solarize the office. Then I will come home. Yeah. We're not on Band-Aid at home. We get the regular power we should. We substitute it with the alternative that we have set to. So I really don't feel anything if they don't give us that kind of service I need at home. But in the office, I did see something. I came into the office last week. When the heat covered me, we ran the gen. Come buy fuel, don't keep me here. We ran the gen and I did not even have a client.
Are you a Band-Aid?
And I'm a Band-Aid. Our Band-Aid, our landlord still banned the join. Now I've told you that the amount we are paying, when we checked it, it was higher than what the government has put for Band-Aid. So it's not funny at all.
I have a call from Lagos. Good morning, caller. You're live.
Good morning.
You're live. Go ahead.
Okay. Ola from Lagos.
First, Ola, go ahead, please. Ola, go ahead. I can't hear you.
Okay, yeah. Ola from Lagos. First time caller from
Welcome to the show.
Collect your claim.
Yeah, what really happened is what you are discussing. See, we need to hold these people responsible for what they are doing. Fine, NCC is supporting them by increasing the tariff. All of us know that running business in Nigeria now is not an easy thing. But consumer protection is very, very key. You cannot be buying data, buying airtime, and it's not useful to us. How can somebody be using 3-4 networks and at the same time you are not getting what you're supposed to get from one network? So they should look into that very well. It's very key. They cannot just be increasing their own tariff while we are suffering. God bless you.
This is my own network. When if I buy data like this, within 5 minutes, I get a text. Your data has finished. 5 minutes, so I've not used the phone. No. I've just bought the data.
How is that possible, YK?
I get the message.
Which network are you
Within
using?
5 minutes. That one read like this, not like this.
Don't say that.
Please let me take this whole message. This one says, what is lacking is performance metrics are not incorporated with government and institutions designed to protect consumer rights. It's the same thing across every sector, every institution that ought to defend consumers are always deficient. And I agree. This is where I'm looking at it from. So as businesses, they must have the right to increase their prices as time goes. But you cannot now be failing on the services that you render. Tokwe just mentioned that Elon Musk network. A lot of businesses have had to sit there. And we have left us to foreigners. They have had to sit
Paying
there.
huge sums.
Paying huge because they cannot deal with this your back and forth. My husband was proposing that say inside our 2-bedroom, inside this small house, wetin happen?
How come I don't know about this service?
Oh, it's really good.
Now you cannot even find to buy.
The service,
We
I don't know
paid
about
for,
it
they
too.
refunded us. You cannot even find their modem, whatever, to pay for now.
Wow, interesting.
And yet that means that's capital flight going. So it's a case of
Why would Nigeria
that's why
even consider that in the
that's
first
why
place?
I understand NCC increasing the rate, because obviously Nigerians are willing to pay more for quality service.
Yeah.
Nigerians are actually willing
Nigerians
to
are
pay,
paying champagne.
and they are
They're buying
paying
champagne. They'll be
they are
complaining
paying
that they
more.
increased
So
tariff.
that was the
I
reason
know this
we
Nigerians,
didn't
I don't
complain
They need it
concerning
to
band
clear
A.
their
That
heads.
if you would say we should pay more, let us get the quality of the service that we are
Yeah.
paying
I was
for.
on this table
To
with
remove-
many
to
of you
remove the
many,
depression
many
from
years
our
ago.
lives.
When we say
we
increase it, we will
wanted.
pay. Just give us the service. We will pay in this
That was
same
for power,
country.
oh.
Yes.
But in the whole works. We kept saying it. Give it to us.
We are still
now,
saying it.
and we still need the infrastructure to get it done. It doesn't come from heaven. We still
So
need
now
to
that we
get
are
the
paying it,
infrastructure.
now that we have agreed that we are paying it, where is it? They have then done the national grid every time it's falling down.
But why in
Every
defense
time.
of National Grid, TCN I took a story yesterday that TCN is saying that just in 7 days, between a few days, they have decided they vandalized several of the
Nigerians.
towers. Nigerians
It's not
are going
machines.
to vandalize. We saw video of somebody carrying the
It's vandalized.
metal from the manholes and keeping
See
it
why
inside their car.
democracy can't
there
work in
is
our country?
own part.
You see?
When we catch people like that, the kind of offense, when you commit crime in Qatar and all those Vietnam, the kind of punishments they will give you, you will not try it.
See why
because
democracy
your entire salary
cannot
will
work,
go.
because
so we
all-
need to give stiffer punishment.
Yes.
You see that guy that was taking
The manholes,
that kind of person. What you have the CCTV camera, you have caught him, catch him,
And do what?
catch him and use him as an example.
And how? Okay, pause
because
that thought.
the man- listen,
Hassan has
you
been
see-
holding. Wait, hanging. I need that thought. Let me take Hassan. He's been holding for a while. Good morning, Hassan. You're live. Go ahead, please. Hassan, you there?
Good morning.
Good morning,
everybody.
sir. Go ahead, please.
Please, this issue of increment, I don't believe in it, and I will never subscribe to it. We should have a government that will protect us, not protecting the investors. We knew how all this telco started when they came to bid in this country, and we knew why they did it. We knew their feasibility studies. We knew our attitude towards telephony that necessitated them to bid it the way they did. So when we people are talking that look, the diesel price has gone up, this has gone up, maintaining that has gone up, it wasn't today's issue. Diesel cost of diesel has gone up for a very long time. It is not today. And people are making their money. I see no reason why they should subject taxing us to maintain their infrastructures. What are they doing their profit? The way we make a call in Nigeria is different from anywhere in this world because of our tradition. We don't just say hello and go straight to the point. We say hello, we ask of everybody. We ask of even the dogs, the animals. You understand? And that's what makes money for them. So the federal government, up to tomorrow, are investing in that sector. It is not only left for the telcos to invest. Up to tomorrow, the upgrading and what have you are still done by them. In other sectors also, we should not capitalize on the fact of FDI. Government has done more than enough. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done more than enough for them by ensuring them of...
Tell you, let it count. YK, you're going to say something before Hassan came on.
Yes, what was I going to say now?
You're going to say that... oh, yeah, I just lost it myself. You're talking about... oh, I lost it. Sorry, YK.
So I'm so sorry.
No problem.
So as what Hassan was saying, I think that for business owners, the 50% hike is not unrealistic for someone running business with the kind of challenges that they are facing. To run business in Nigeria is a very huge risk. Like, it's a very huge risk. There are many issues that can go wrong. And there also is promise of reward. So the telcos are going to be watching us and asking us, like, do you know what I'm dealing with? Somebody told me that the kidnapping of their engineers, they've had to outsource everything because they kidnap engineers. They kidnap engineers, and those things are happening too. So we need to understand that the business owners too are suffering the same way everybody is suffering. So the government infrastructure on a holistic, when they say macroeconomic reforms, security is part of the issues they are dealing with. It's probably why it's costing more to maintain what do you call those, their towers, their masts. It costs more to maintain the mast because it costs a lot more to secure in Nigeria. What it costs you to secure property, something in a different country in Africa is different from what it costs in Nigeria. Probably costs it 10 times more. So Nigerians are bearing the brunt. But if the government can fix the macro issues that are going on with our economy, we are able to solve more problems long term.
We have to wrap up on this.
Wait, I remember, Nima just reminded me, it was the manhole guy. You see that guy? When you catch him, since you have got video, go and catch him. His car, turn it to manhole. Give them the kind of punishment that in his life, him and the people coming behind him that want to do it will not do it. Don't just gloss over it.
It's funny in this our country. I say in this country, somebody said a court sentenced him to death for stealing chicken. This is a court that had done its work. That's how they will carry somebody for mano. Now they say ordinary mano. If we want to use our system. Do justice if justice must be done. But Nigerians like to jump on trends. Give this guy a few years now. Somebody will now resurrect the matter. They'll say, it's ordinary man. Nobody knew.
That is why
how many babies were walking to school that fell into that hole that he removed cover from.
That is why I'm saying you don't give them
light
punishments. Don't give them light punishments. Give them the punishment that when they...
What's the highest punishment of our country?
It's not even
jail. What's the highest?
That's why Morayo said that we don't need democracy.
These are democracy. You now go to rule of law. You now take courts to take months. That man will now be sitting there waiting trial. You see, the other guy that recently was lynched, people were saying, some people were celebrating the lynching, others were saying, no, they shall give it to the police. And the Nigerians were mixed. The man that they found 2 or so heads, I think 2 or 3 heads with him. No, he beheaded 2 people in the farm. They lynched this man almost immediately. The Ajayi one.
No, this Ajayi guy that,
yes.
What's it called, the word? To the body of that lady. Yeah. The father of him have come out to say that they should release his son. He's doing advocacy now. So give it a few years now, one person will go and start a podcast. Your father will come there and be little.
Unfortunately, this is a conversation for another day. Our guest is here.
The legal system. Sorry, Morayo. The legal system.
The macro
because
issues.
You will keep a case for years before. Come on.
No, somebody there's no space to even keep them. When there'll be jailbreak very soon now, they'll come out again.
TVC has been carrying this thing about some people. One guy, 16 years. Awaiting trial. Come on.
Macro issues.
Let us go on a break. We can't, unfortunately, we have to hang up on this because we have a guest next. But let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.